Hello, and welcome to Spare Driver Training. Today, we are going to show you how to use the Spare Driver app. Let's get started. This is the Spare Driver app. Let's tap the app to start driving. Before you're able to log in to the Spare Driver app, an administrator will need to create an account for you, and you will need to set your password. Please contact your administrator if you do not yet have a Spare Driver account. After opening the Spare Driver app, tap Login and enter your email address and password. If you've forgotten your password, please tap on Forgot Password and enter in your account email address to be emailed a password reset link. Once you're logged in, you will be taken to the home screen. If this is your first time driving unscheduled, you will need to tap on Add a Vehicle to register your vehicle before continuing. Please fill out your vehicle details. The vehicle details will be shown to riders so that they can identify the vehicle they'll be riding in. The number of passenger seats will determine how many passengers your vehicle can accommodate at a time. If your vehicle can accommodate wheelchairs, bikes, and/or other accessibility devices, tap on Add a New Feature to add them to your vehicle. You'll also need to indicate how many of each device can be accommodated and how many passenger seats will be removed by each. When you're done, tap Add to Vehicle. Finally, don't forget to save. You are now ready to start driving. Tap Start Unscheduled Driving to begin. You'll see this screen when you don't have any trips. Here we go. We have received our first trip offer of the day. The trip offer will show you how far of a drive the pickup location is from your current location. Trips will be offered to you for 30 seconds. If you do not accept a trip after 30 seconds, it will be offered to other drivers, but may come back to you if no other driver accepts. If you decline the trip, it will not be offered to you again. Let's go ahead and accept this trip. After you've accepted a trip, you may need to wait before heading to the pickup location. When you need to leave, the navigation will trigger and will direct you to your pickup. On this screen, you will see the online and offline toggle at the top. By tapping on Offline, you will not receive any more trip offers, but will still have to complete the trips you previously accepted. When you are online, you will be available to accept incoming trip offers. Below the Offline/Online toggle is your next stop location. Tapping on the directions below your next stop location will open up a list of all your upcoming turns. Tapping on the routing icon on the right gives you a view of your entire route. Tap Resume to go back to your current location. The sound button below the route button mutes the voice navigation. We highly recommend you to keep the voice navigation on while driving. Looking at the maps, you can zoom out and in or change the angle of the map using your fingers. Again, please tap on Resume to go back to your turn-by-turn directions. At the bottom of the screen are your rider icons. A green icon indicates a pickup, and a red icon is a drop-off. The icons will either show a rider's picture or their initials. When you arrive at your next stop, the action panel will automatically pop up into view. You can also manually bring up the action panel by tapping on the up arrow on the right. Here, you can see a list of the riders being picked up and dropped off at your next stop. Rider details such as their first name, the last 4 digits of their phone number, the type and number of passengers, and any accessibility device requests are visible here. If a fare is shown next to the rider's name, that is the outstanding amount to be collected on the vehicle. If no fare appears or a green check mark is shown, the rider has already paid their fare. To cancel a trip, tap Cancel and then select the reason to continue. By tapping the Info button, you will be able to see notes left by the rider, and you will be able to call the rider if that functionality is enabled for you. When you arrive at your next stop, the wait timer will begin counting down. Once the wait timer has expired, it will ask you if you want to no-show the rider or wait another minute. You should no-show the rider in most circumstances after the timer has expired to keep your schedule for your other upcoming rides. Complete your pickups and drop-offs by tapping on the Complete button. Be careful not to accidentally press a button, because there is no way to undo an action. After completing your pickups and drop-offs, the navigation will redirect you to your next stop. From the navigation screen, you can tap on the button in the top right to see who you have in your vehicle and their trip details. Clicking on the 3 dots opens up the menu with a few different actions, including dropping off a rider early. Once you get to the drop-off location and the rider has exited the vehicle, tap Complete Drop-Off. Lastly, tapping on the gear icon in the top left opens up your account settings where you can edit your profile, edit your vehicle, change your display or sound notification settings, or access Spares help docs. When you are done driving, tap Stop Driving. Here are some tips to help you from Spare. Number 1. If you are out of internet connection, the screen shows you a banner on the top saying No Connection. If you have no connection over 2 minutes, you will not receive any trip offers. Number 2. Even if your driver app is in the background, you will still receive trip offers as long as you have an internet connection. Please make sure your device allows our app to send a notification. However, if the app is in the background for too long, the app may be disconnected, so it would be good if you could bring the app back to the foreground from time to time. Number 3. The driver app does not show pickup time and drop-off time, as we don't want drivers to rush to locations for safety reasons. Number 4. If you have trouble with the driver app, please try to close the app and reopen it. It would solve the problem most of the time. Number 5. Please make sure that you are using the latest version of the app, as we regularly update our app. Thank you for watching. You are now equipped to drive with Spare.